They were troubled because there was no shepherd. Because there was no shepherd. God is sending us, me. When you are a pastor's child, okay, in a church, you disappear in a way, and you can easily become like just a picture frame on the wall, like a decoration. You can easily not be like a person in the church. Nobody is thinking about you in a certain way. You can disappear. The best way I can explain is like a picture frame. We see it, but we don't notice it. I thank God for my pastor, Bishop Oko. The first time I felt that somebody loves me outside of my family, the first time I ever felt that somebody who is not related to me loves me deeply, it was when I met him. He has, apart from teaching me how to have my quiet time, lay hands on me to speak in tongues, being my pastor, giving me my first opportunity to preach, apart from all that, like somebody who likes you for no reason and for nothing. I like you. Come and sit by me. Hold my hand. One day I was sad about something. I was in secondary school. I was about 17 years old, and I hadn't told anybody. I came to church Tuesday night, and he took me to his office. And then he told me why I was sad. And I told him, no, that's not the reason why I'm sad. Then he told me that's why I'm sad. Then I told him, no, that's not why I'm sad. Then he told me that's the reason. Then I said no. Then he told me, then I said no about 10 times. On about the 10th or 15th, now it was almost like we were alone in the office. I just burst into tears. And I cried for about 1 hour. And he sat with me on the floor and put his arm around me. And the two of us cried for 1 hour. I can never forget him. I can never forget or downplay what he did for me. I can never forget it. That's what God is calling us to do. I don't even know if he solved any problem. He sat down with me, a grown-up. He must have been, I don't know how old he was, but he seemed to be very old because I was 17 years old. I've come from secondary school. He sat down on his office floor, canceled all his meetings, and cried. He also cried. I don't even know why he was crying. When I think about it, I don't know why he was crying. He cried, I think, more than me because my shirt was wet from his tears. He held me on the floor and he cried with me. I will never forget him as long as I live, what he did for me and what he has done for me. I will never forget. That's what shepherding is. I couldn't pay him and I can't pay him. There's nothing I can do for him. There's nothing he could have gotten from me. It was my pastor from when I was 9 years old. He looked after me and watched me. One day he came to visit me and slapped me. He slapped me. Oh yes. So I pray for shepherds who slap. Oh yes. He came to visit me in school. And I was sitting on the house front of my house, Gadgetberg house. And he came with Auntie Erica, actually. The two of them came to visit me. But you see, we're sitting in front of Gadgetberg house. And I have a reputation to protect. And the whole house can see me. And it's like, as he's coming, he's saying, you know what the Bible says. If you know Bishop Oko, you know what the Bible says. You know whatever. And I can see that you are backsliding. And I was just like, yeah. Because I know everybody's watching. So I was just like, yeah, like you should just finish. So he was talking. Before I realized, do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, please. Yes, please. That's why I'm here today. Because somebody cared enough. Somebody cared enough to come and find me. There is a need. There is a need. And he visited me in secondary school. I even wondered why. When he comes, he could tell I didn't want him to be there. Wow. Oh, yes. One day I was talking to a girl in a classroom. Me and the girl alone, we were studying chemistry. Chemistry gassed. There was chemistry between us. A gas, chemistry gas. Chemistry gas. It's a book. I was a science student, so studying chemistry. Yes. Upstairs, Form 1 block. Upstairs in the class. I mean, the last human being I'm expecting to see. There he is. He has walked through. He has come to find me in the school. And he sat down. Then he told the girl, hello, hi. I'm Oko Bortei-Doku. I'm Joshua's pastor. Voice. Then she said, really? I didn't know he had a pastor. God bless Bishop Oko Bortei-Doku. I tell you, I can never forget it. I can never forget it. Sometimes I'll just be there in the night and he'll send me a text. I'm still praying for you. I'm still praying for you. I'm still thinking about you. Oh, God bless him.